Hello, welcome back. We're back on Dreamy and we're in the provinces. Today we're in Samut Sakhon, which is just outside of Bangkok. It's a small coastal province, and as you'll see in this video, this province is not only home to Bangkok's or even arguably Thailand's greatest custom bike shop, but it's also home to some amazing seafood, a real industry of fishing, and then the whole way throughout this province. And unbelievably, you can actually see dolphins and whales here. I'm actually at a dolphin lookout, and you'll have to tune in until the end of the video to find out if we actually see some wild whales or dolphins here. Remember, this is less than an hour away from Bangkok. Unbelievable, isn't it? So relax, sit down and enjoy Samut Sakhon. Now, if anyone here is really fascinated with bikes, motorcycles, and customization, then check out this place. I follow these guys on Instagram. The shop is called K-Speed, and they specialize in customizing bikes, so they turn them into a one-of-a-kind, and I follow them on Instagram. Some of the stuff that they do is unbelievable, and since their shop is right on the border of Samut Sakhon on the way out of Bangkok, I decided to just drop by, and I've asked them if they could line up some of the bikes for us to take a look at. So just before I show you some of the most unique and special bikes, let me explain that K-Speed actually sell individual pieces for bikes. So if you see something on one of the bikes that you like on Instagram or here in this video, for example, if you think, oh, I really want that exhaust for my CT125, or I really want that seat for my Honda Super Cub, then go on their website and you can order these pieces. They have loads of different individual pieces for sale, like this here, the CT125. It's kitted out with so many different modifications that these guys actually design and produce and sell in-house. However, their premium service is you drop them off your motorcycle, whether it's brand new or you've had it for 20 years, they don't care. And then you sit down with the design team, you draw up some ideas, and they come together, and it's a collaboration, and you basically get your bike customized and modified, and it becomes a one-of-a-kind. And I'm not talking like a little bit of a paint job here or a new wing mirror or something. It's like you can just transform these bikes. Just take a look at some examples. So come take a look at this one. This is a Honda Monkey that they've just made look so cool with this custom paintwork and additional body pieces, and it's painted in the style of Gangnam, that Japanese animation cartoon. I thought it was Transformers, but they told me that it's a Japanese cartoon. And the guy who owns this place, I think he's half Japanese, and he takes a lot of inspiration from Japanese custom bikes and Japanese cafe racer style bikes. And so what you would do is you'd bring, I mean, this is a Super Cub that they've already slightly modified. I can see a few things that they've added. It's got a beautiful chrome Diablo exhaust, amazing embroidery seats, again from Diablo. The tires and a few other pieces look relatively new, but and customized, obviously. Maybe even the paintwork is an original one, because I haven't seen this colorway, this cream and blue colorway before. But that's less modified compared to something like this. I mean, have a look at this. The wooden box on the back, the beautiful lines created with this new exhaust, and these chunky cafe racer style tires. And again, this is all modified, all this bodywork here, and they've replaced the lights. And I mean, just look at what they've done here with the dashboard. Really minimal, really cool. And then this one's been stripped back to something unrecognizable. This is a Honda Dream, but now it's this sort of bronze color, this wraparound exhaust, and all of the bodywork is gone. Just this one little light here on the front, and these big chunky tires. Yeah, that's really cool. And again, here's, I think this must be another little monkey, but this one's been brought out, and I just love the way that they've made the body really long. Again, that really cool exhaust, the flash of red, and the black stealth. I mean, everywhere you look, it's been modified. They also obviously do bigger bikes. Some of these bikes, I don't know what they are. I think they used to be Kawasaki's, other big bikes, and they're quite subtle, these ones. You know, anywhere from this green one here, where they've just added a few different body part pieces and that unique front headlamp guard. That's really cool. And then I mean, some of these ones look like they're out of the future, from movies like Tron inspired. and the brushed paintwork. And this Kawasaki here has this really cool brushed metal effect and these evil looking lights. One of their biggest sellers is the Honda Super Cub. So people come in here with a brand new Honda Super Cub, which you can pick up for around 60 or 70,000 baht, and then you bring it here and they just strip it down. And I love this one here, this matte black and bronze brown stealthy look with the cafe racer style, again with the Diablo embroidered seats. But look at what they've done here with the rearrangement of everything. Basically, it just looks incredible. And they have a showroom in here. Now, they didn't know I was coming, so they were like, oh, sorry, it's a bit messy. And I was like, don't worry, I just want to share with you guys, my audience, this cool shop and obviously your Instagram. Because if you are in Thailand or you're thinking about getting your bike customized, they do ship them abroad. A lot of their customers are based in Japan, and it's just cheaper to buy the bike in Thailand, get it customized here, and then ship to you wherever you might live. I mean, just look at some of these examples of the bigger bikes, the BMWs, the bigger Hondas, a few bikes that I don't actually know what they were because they've been heavily customized, that I've no longer recognized the silhouette. This one here is absolutely stunning, that beautiful white Honda here with the white wheels. And I mean, just look at this one, this Diablo K-Speed. This just looks like something out of the movies. So go over to their Instagram, get ready to drool over their incredible customized bikes. And check out their website as well if you're just looking for some small pieces. You know, if you need a new seat, if you need a new cool design, if you want to turn your Honda CT125, one of my favorite bikes in Thailand, and customize it, even just modify it slightly, check out their website. Or if you do want the full customization, for example, I could bring them here with Dreamy. We could draw up an idea, leave it here for a few months and pick it up, and it would be a one of a kind. Obviously she is a one of a kind, she's so beautiful already, bless her, but yeah, we could really go crazy. They seem to specialize, I think, nowadays in the smaller Hondas rather than the bigger bikes. So yeah, K-Speed in Bangkok, almost in Samut Sakhon. Check them out on Instagram, I'll link them below. Check out the website again below. And I just wanted to share this with you because I've been following them for so long. I've been so blown away by their designs and their work that when I was in the area, I saved it on my maps and I've asked them, I was like, do you mind if I just film and share what you do with my audience? So I hope you enjoy that. And yeah, check them out on Instagram. Okay, welcome to Samut Sakhon. It's a small province, and this is the main town of Samut Sakhon itself. The first thing you'll notice when you get here is there is a very distinct hot smell of fish. That hot, fishy smell that you can only find in Thailand. Obviously there's a lot of industry here. We're seeing all these places to the left and to the right that are blending up and chopping ice, ready to be loaded into the bays of the fishing boats so that you can keep their catch nice and fresh. There's people walking around and fixing motorbikes. The usual, you know, the usual in most provinces, but here the industry, yeah, seems to be focused on the fishing industry, or at least I can smell it anyway. Geez, it's so strong. So what we're gonna do is, I don't know, just get to the middle of the town, figure out where we are, get the drone up, have a little look around. Oh, this is cool, look. I think, oh, I've just seen a dog with eyebrows. There he is. So what I wanted to show you really quickly is like these ladies here, they're selling prawns and squid and an alcohol sanitizer in batch, but they're actually set up here on the train track. And if I don't crash, what you can see on this side of the train track is the end of the train line, or the beginning of the train line, depending on how you put it. And this goes all the way through Samut Sakhon, Samut Songkhram, and connects up with the lines going south. And you might see that really famous footage of the market that has to pack away when the train comes through. This is not that, but this is at the beginning of that line. So yeah, this province is full of character and life. So yeah, let's figure out a more central location, get the drone up and get a bearings, because the best way I find to know where I am and where to go next. Okay, I've followed the smell of fish. We've made it to Mahachai Pier. This is where the river almost goes out to the Gulf of Thailand, and you can see that this is the main industry in this province, fishing. There are hundreds and hundreds of fishing boats moored here. Maybe they're unloading or preparing to go out this evening to go hunt for fish. Now obviously I've seen lots of fishing industry in the south, you know, with 18 million people or so in Bangkok and the surrounding provinces, and Thai people love to eat seafood. This seems to be the place where the boats that come in from the Gulf unload and go straight back out and fill the Thai people's bellies with prawns, fish and shells and whatever they can find. So maybe, I think this is what we should do. We should try and find a good seafood restaurant around here, because it doesn't get much fresher than in the source. And so behind me is Mahachai Pier, and the locals are using these boats to ferry across to the other side of the province, across this big expanse. There's not many bridges in this area, so this just seems the best way to get around. You can see a beautiful temple. Just flew the drone and it looks gorgeous. We might check that out as well. And as you can see, just lots of different canals and waterway systems here, but this big expanse of water behind us is the home of the fishing industries. There's some military, some big Buddha statues, but the general feel so far of Samut Sakhon is industry and just quite industrial. Okay, so actually the building right in the pier has a really nice selection of restaurants, and on the third floor they have this casual dining seafood place, and it's a bit pricey, but I've ordered a few dishes because as you can see when you walk in, you see the fish, you see the crabs, you see the mantis shrimp, fresh, you know, alive and kicking and swimming around in the boxes and things, and then they have a lot of other ones, you know, on display on the ice. So I just think this is going to be the most fresh, this is going to be the tastiest, so I don't mind paying a little bit of a premium. Plus it has a really nice view of the river and the estuary area here. The first thing I've ordered, I thought this was going to be smaller. This is a giant crab meat omelette, and it has lots of chopped chives and coriander inside it, and when I cut into it, it's beautiful, but inside it's got nice big chunks of crab meat. So let's just try it quickly without the sauce. They've given me like a Thai sweet chili sauce, but it doesn't look like crazy spicy or special. So let's just try it without any sauce. Obviously Thai omelettes are so fluffy and they're so perfect. No matter where you go in Bangkok, whether it's 20 baht on the side of the road or in a fancy restaurant like this. Thank you. Wow, this looks amazing. Cheers. Khop khap. And then they've come up with another dish which I ordered, which is the fried sea bass with spicy mango salad. And you get a nice generous 2 pieces of fish, and then this beautiful bowl here of spicy mango salad, and there's little bits of shrimp in there, cashew nuts, chili, and it's mango, so it's not papaya, so it's not somtam, although it does quite look like it, doesn't it? Yeah. Whenever you have a mango salad, it's completely different to the papaya somtam. That is so sour, like a gobstopper, like a sugary candy, because obviously the mango is so sweet, and then the sauce, it's so sour, and it'll go so well with this fish. Lovely, flaky, meaty, and lightly fried fish meat there. Let's try it without this mango sauce first. Careful, big bone. Oh wow. So fresh, so fishy, so juicy, so meaty. This actually reminds me of like a cod, like a fish and chips from England. Just it's not as fluffy as back home, but it's so fresh. And we're just gonna dunk it in this super sour mango salad sauce. I've just lost it to the actual dish here. I'm gonna spoon it out. Look at that, lovely. That is incredible. Wow. Right, the third dish, I had to order this because it just sounded so good. It is a baked river prawn with cheese. Now, I've never seen one with cheese before. Now, normally in Thailand, they just serve them baked or boiled, and then they have this really amazing, super spicy dipping sauce. I don't think I've ever seen it on the menu with baked cheese, so I'm really intrigued how this is going to taste. It's probably going to be really buttery and really creamy, but let's make sure. Wow. I've accidentally just like picked the entire prawn out of the skin, or the shell I should say, or about half of it. Actually, yeah, I've just cut down right down the middle. But I didn't mean to do that, but I think I'm just going to eat it like this. So it smells incredible. It's so rich and creamy. I'm making a right mess here. But look at that. And you got the cheese wrapping around. Look at this. Wow, baked river prawn with cheese. Now, I should get a knife and fork and eat this properly, but I'm hungry, and this is how I roll. Wow. That's easily one of the best, not just prawns, but dishes I've had on this entire trip. Look at that. Half the prawn just comes out. Fold it in half. And then I'm just going to be a little bit gross here, but I'm going to dip it into the prawn head so I can just scoop up all that brains and all that butter. Now, Thai people love to eat the brains. They'll suck them out, they'll just gorge on it. And normally I pass on that part of the prawn, but when it's that rich and full of cheese, and you can dip it in this little hot spicy sauce just to cut through that quite metally, metallic-y brain texture, a little bit like liver. Isn't that just the perfect fork of food? Cheese, giant river prawns, and chili sauce. 10 out of 10. That entire meal, by the way, was 1,050 baht. So just over, or just under 30 US dollars, which is unbelievable, isn't it? If you think about how fresh and generous the portions were. 150 for the omelette, 400 for the prawn with cheese, and then yeah, just about 500 for the fish with the mango salad. And not only is this province proving to be quite quaint and full of delicious seafood, but it's also famous because apparently you can go to the Gulf of Thailand. We'll go right down to where the river meets the ocean, and you can go dolphin and whale spotting. Apparently sometimes they come close to the shore and hunt fish in the afternoons, and you can, if you're lucky, catch a glimpse of them living in the wild. Now, I don't think it's going to happen. It seems a little bit too good to be true. Surely this close to Bangkok there can't be dolphins and whales jumping around. But you never know, we'll go check it out, and we'll see what else is down there. So it's about a 20-minute drive from downtown Samut Sakhon to the actual ocean front itself. Okay, so this is the dolphin lookout point in Samut Sakhon. You can tell because it's this beautiful red colour, and they have this bridge that goes quite far. And there's a lot of Thai people here. It seems to be quite a thing, you know. This is a spot that people come to. And they have a little seating area there with shade, and the Thai people are just patiently awaiting a dolphin spotting. Now, I'm very, very pessimistic about this because, I mean, we're so close to Bangkok. I mean, in my mind, how can there be dolphins? But maybe that's just me being ignorant. I mean, why would they have a dolphin viewpoint? You know, maybe they do come here and hunt. And, you know, we are probably 50 kilometers away from the mouth of the Chao Phraya. So, you know, in my mind, I'm just imagining lots of pollution and sludge and human excrement coming out into the Gulf of Thailand, and dolphins and whales wanting to be absolutely nowhere near. But now that I'm actually here, you can see it's beautiful and it's actually very clean. There's no plastic washing up. So I'm just going to patiently wait here. I might get an ice cream, maybe a drink or something, and just join the Thai people, go for a walk along that beautiful red bridge, enjoy the afternoon sunlight and the crashing waves, which is such a nice change of pace from being in the city centre. I haven't had to fly to Samui or Phuket. I haven't had to go anywhere, but here I am at the ocean. All I need now is a beach and a margarita, and nobody would ever need to leave Bangkok ever again. Coconut ice cream, huh? That coconut ice cream with sticky rice, sweet corn and gelatin things inside was absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. But still no dolphins. Come check it out. You know, if you want to come see a province outside of Bangkok, not too far away, connect with the ocean, eat delicious seafood, and just absorb a new province, and you're in the Bangkok area, come down here. Samut Sakhon is well worth a visit, absolutely. But for me, by far the most enjoyable thing about this red bridge and just this area is watching the sunset. I just want to share with you the best part about being here, which is the stillness and the ocean. I'm just going to switch to the GoPro and I'm going to leave just a 1 minute clip, just raw 1 minute clip of me walking down this pier, and just I want you to feel like you're here instead of listening to me or having background music or whatever. Just the sound of the beautiful waves and the sun and the sea. Because if you're like me and you've been in a city for a long time, like I've been in Bangkok now for 3 weeks and I haven't seen the ocean in months, absolutely, I can't even remember the last time. It would have been Samui, I think, right? Jesus. Let me just do a 1 minute clip for you. So sit down and just feel it with me. Quite lovely.